What's good with you guys? It's your boy Devo here, and I'm back with another reaction video. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be checking out the failure of Carmelo Hayes in WWE. This is by Wrestle Vibes. You know what I'm saying? The link to the original video will be in the description. You guys want to check it out for yourself. And it's well known that Carmelo Hayes is my favorite wrestler in WWE. And you know what I'm saying? Being part of the Melo fan club, it gets tough, man. I ain't gonna lie, it gets real tough. This is a dude who's arguably top 10. You could even make an argument of top 5 on the men's side of in-ring talents. And he just doesn't get utilized the way that I think and others think. Obviously, they should get utilized because We Want Melo was trending maybe like a week ago, a couple days ago. It was trending as far as like top 5 on the sports side on Twitter. So let's just check this out, man. It was looking good at the start, you know. First round draft pick in last year's WWE draft. And his very first night as part of the main roster goes one-on-one with Cody Rhodes, who was the undisputed champ at the time. And in the main event, bro. So it was looking good. I don't know how the wheels fell off, but let's just check the video out and stop yapping.
Carmelo Hayes is one of WWE's up-and-coming superstars, or at least was at one point viewed as that. However,
Facts.
over the last couple of months, ever since he made his WWE main roster debut, it seems like the ceiling for Carmelo has been clear. He is a fantastic in-ring wrestler. He has charisma out the wazoo. However, WWE just do not view him in the same way they view other young and up-and-coming stars like Braun Breaker, Stephanie Vacour, Roxanne Perez, or many other talents who came up around the same time in NXT.
And I'm glad he brought up Braun Breaker, because for those of you that don't be tapped into NXT, Carmelo Hayes was the one that defeated Braun Breaker to become NXT champion. So how do we go from that to this man just ain't catering, and maybe once in a while we get like a backstage segment? Like, come on, bro, we gotta do better.
NXT. Instead, Carmelo is about a year into his main roster run and is paired with The Miz. And while The Miz is a former WWE champion, in 2025, pairing with The Miz is a lower mid-card act, period.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, it shows that WWE does not view Melo in the light of a game-changing star, which is juxtaposed to what he was in NXT. In NXT, Melo wasn't just the NXT champion, he was the face of the brand. He carried NXT. He had a fantastic story between himself and Trick Williams, from two friends who were there for each other at every turn. The guy who was with Carmelo every step of the way, to finally becoming bitter enemies and having a big blow-off match at Stand and Deliver last year. It seemed like Carmelo, when he was called up, was destined for greatness. It seemed like he was a can't-miss prospect, and in many people,
Hey, we were out to a great start. I mean, like I said, main event of SmackDown goes one-on-one with the top champ. Gets a pinfall victory over Randy Orton to qualify for Money in the Bank. Like there's just all these things that he accomplished like very quickly on the main roster, and then I don't know. I just don't know where it went wrong.
People's eyes, at least as far as an in-ring talent, Melo was viewed in the same light as Shawn Michaels was early on in his career. Those were the comparisons that he was getting. Those were the things that people were saying, and not just people, but fans and pundits alike about this guy. And instead, he has virtually accomplished nothing on the main roster. And this brings us to one of the biggest problems in the Triple H era in WWE, and that is people being misused as a result of this TKO booking. Because in 2025, WWE is no longer a professional wrestling company. They are a content creator. They are Disney. They are out to make the biggest and most splashiest pieces of content you have ever seen. And many times that is at the behest of shareholders. Many times that is the behest of the people in charge of TKO. And it is at the detriment of young talent. And that doesn't mean they don't build up some young talent well. As I mentioned, Braun Breaker is currently involved in a star-making storyline with Seth Rollins.
Yep.
You have Roxanne Perez, Stephanie Vacour, Julia, and others being highlighted in the women's division. But for whatever reason, stars like Carmelo Hayes have not materialized into what people believe them to be. And it's not because Carmelo has lost a step in the ring. In fact, I would say, in ring-wise, Carmelo is probably one of the strongest of the entire NXT classes over the past 3 years. But it just feels like they are not using him to his full potential. And this comes as SmackDown has been criticized for being 3 hours long, yet also being rendered incapable of booking 3 hours worth of entertaining television and using their talent.
Yeah, so I guess this was maybe when SmackDown was 3 hours. I think this was a month ago. But yeah, SmackDown's obviously back to 2, so yeah.
Right. That's why you have people saying that Road Dogg, who is currently the head writer and the executive producer of SmackDown, should probably be removed from that position because SmackDown isn't a great show. And it just feels like, especially since the move to Netflix back in January for Monday Night Raw, that show has taken precedent over SmackDown. And that isn't an inherently bad thing, but it does feel like SmackDown is going through the motions, and that is a larger problem in WWE. Many times pay-per-view feuds feel like they're going through the motions. You have limited time on pay-per-views now because WWE has limited 5 matches per event as part of their strategy to give less but make more. And as a result of that, you're going to have these talent like Carmelo Hayes and others who are looking to prove themselves, looking to grab that brass ring, looking to cement themselves as the stars of this era, instead being forced to do their feuds on a show that people are watching less and less in Friday Night SmackDown, and a show that from a entertainment value has degraded to a point it has not seen since 2019. And you pair
I ain't gonna lie. He is speaking facts. SmackDown is horrible. For lack of a better word, SmackDown is horrible compared to Raw. Raw just has way too much star power compared to SmackDown. It is what it is. I mean, SmackDown could compete. Because, I mean, you still got Cody Rhodes. You still got John Cena. You have Jacob Fatu, Jimmy Uso, Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill. You got a lot of talent on SmackDown. It's just that, I don't know, they just don't know. What's the best way to put this? They just don't know, I guess, what to do with the people that they have. Because it's like, you have Cena and Cody. They're obviously in a tier of their own. Then it's kind of like a drop-off to everybody else. I mean, Jacob Fatu and Solo feud, cool. I mean, we've been doing the bloodline shit for, 4 or 5 years? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, there's so many Samoans that, I mean, they can just continuously push this bloodline story for literally forever. I mean, you got dudes that got 7 kids and all type of things. But I just feel like with SmackDown, you gotta at least try to build your new stars. You know, you gotta build up guys like Aleister Black, Priest, Melo, Andrade. Like the tag division, they do well with. That's like the best that they do with, like, as far as like booking goes, is the tag division. But it's like you gotta build up your new stars. I mean, you've done that well with the tag division, building up guys like Fraxium. Building up guys like Andrade and Rey Fenix as a team. But so you gotta, at least you gotta like try, at least in the United States division, to build guys up as well. Because it's like we can't just do Solo and Jacob all the time. You know what I'm saying? They gotta branch out and do their own things and have new feuds and things like that. So I mean, they did drop the ball. I mean, Melo should have already been United States champion by now, in my opinion. Him and Andrade were carrying the mid card division for a minute because like we had Roman, who wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, showing up too much, and then he lost the title, and then Cody Rhodes, you know what I'm saying, was feuding with Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, all that, and that was well too. I ain't saying that was terrible or anything. They were doing their thing with that. But then when you come to the mid card, it was LA Knight, Andrade, and Melo carrying that division. And LA Knight and Andrade only got one match for the title. And that was at what, Crown Jewel? I think. So yeah, we just gotta do better, man. I mean, Melo's way too good to just be sitting and catering or doing backstage segments. Like he's gotta have some matches, man.
Compare that with the fact that the booking of Carmelo Hayes has been that of a mid-carder and a lower mid-carder at that. Like I said, he is in a feud that involves The Miz as his tag team partner. This is not where your future of the company should be. This is not where Carmelo Hayes deserves to be. This is not, if you are WWE looking to build a young star, what you should be doing. Carmelo Hayes has proven time and time again that he is not only among the best young talent the WWE have, but is ready for a prime time spot. And I'm not even talking about the World Championship. Carmelo Hayes should have competed and won the United States belt at this point. He should have competed and won the Intercontinental belt at this point. He should have competed and won one of the...
I mean, if you're having trouble with this SmackDown shit, I mean, at least move him to Raw. You know, because, I mean, you could do some Monday Night Mellow shit. Like, I don't know. Like, this is just a... Maybe he just needs to change the scenery. I don't know. But if you can't figure out what to do with him on Raw or SmackDown, just send him back down to Shawn, honestly, bro. Let Shawn Michaels have him back. Cause, I mean, that's a dude that knows how to book, that knew how to book him. Shawn Michaels seen, you know what I'm saying, seen that he could potentially be the future. So I don't know how others can't, you know what I'm saying?
The tag team belts. He should have competed and won and been involved in storylines that matter. That is the biggest thing that has pissed off many Carmelo Hayes fans over the past year. It is
Facts.
that such a great talent has been misused, such a great talent has been abused as far as a booking goes, and it doesn't feel like there is a plan in place to elevate him to that next level. That doesn't mean that WWE over the next couple of months won't get to that. That doesn't mean that Carmelo Hayes in WWE is cooked. But in a landscape of professional wrestling where you have other options and you are a star like Carmelo Hayes who has the in-ring part of it all down,
Yeah.
you know damn well if his contract is up, AEW would love to have him and prove everyone in WWE what they missed out on.
Now that would be very interesting, you know, if WWE lets his contract run out and he does join AEW. But here's the thing, I feel like with AEW is that there's a lot of guys that can kind of do what Melo does, but in WWE there's really not. So I feel like the moveset side sets himself apart in WWE. But he goes to AEW. I mean, there's like a lot of those, like, you know what I'm saying, AEW got a lot of great in-ring talents. Not to say WWE doesn't, but AEW has a lot of them. So it's like, would they be able to utilize Carmelo Hayes and, you know what I'm saying, prove to WWE that he is a star? Or would he just get lost in the shuffle over there too? You know what I'm saying? So that would be interesting, but I feel like it's better if he just sticks to WWE. I know the booking has been absolutely garbage, but I mean, his moveset sets himself apart from everybody else in WWE. So
there is so much potential for this guy, and I still think WWE has a chance to capitalize on it. But whether it's winning Money in the Bank or involving him in something that gives a meaning to the character, they have to act, and they have to act quickly. Hopefully they'll do it, but will they? I guess we'll see.
Yep. And that's the end of the video, man. Yeah. Let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are tapped into SmackDown, tapped into Carmelo Hayes, you guys are fans of Carmelo Hayes. Let me know what y'all thoughts are about, his booking. I wouldn't say that he's failed in WWE because, two-time North American champion, NXT champion, Andre the Giant Battle Royale winner. So there's like a resume there. But as far as the main roster goes, man, they can do so much better. And obviously the fan base on Twitter is backing him with the "We Want Melo" shit. But those same people, I ain't gonna lie, those same people that are saying "We Want Melo," y'all gotta start going to the shows, man, and letting them know. Y'all were able to do it with Karrion Kross. Y'all gotta be able to do it with Melo too, and it's worked for Karrion Kross. He had a damn match on SummerSlam, so it's obviously worked, and they still continue to chant him. And yeah, that's really all I got. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys next time.